Hey everyone, welcome to Wednesday, April the 25th. I am Ceree, one of your readers on the Spiritual View. Welcome to the channel. If you're new, we do daily content 5 days a week. And we also do a live on Thursdays at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And please join us because we pull cards. We talk about lots of spiritual topics, including astrology, numerology, and many other topics. And if you are new, please like, subscribe, and share. Again, we're very grateful for your participation, your support, and your love. Today's message is pretty wild. So I woke up this morning and I was playing a song in my head that was going to date me, so bear with me. But it was called Bust a Move. It was by Young MC, and it came out. It was one of the first rap songs, and it's quite a catchy tune. But I was playing in my head, Bust a Move. And we've been talking about the energy of April being different, whereas the first quarter of the year was more gentle energy, kind of hermit energy. We're not going out and busting a move and doing a lot of stuff, but April has changed that. So closing out the last day of April, I thought this message was very appropriate, and it came with a big surprise with what comes in this message. So I can't wait to share it with you because I just pulled the cards and I asked the question to Spirit. Okay, I heard this on Bust a Move. I'm supposed to talk about this today. And the message was, what happens if we bust a move? If we just go for it and we just let it all hang out and we have no fear anymore, we take that leap of faith. And this is like 3, 2, 1, it's go time. So if we just take that leap of faith and 3, 2, 1 and go and jump, what does Spirit want to bring us? And it was pretty wild what came out. And it's going to be a surprise for you, but I can't wait. So I said to Spirit, okay, start us off. If we bust a move, and if you haven't listened to it, go into Apple Music and just Google Young MC, and it's Bust a Move. And it came out in the late 80s, early 90s. And I tried playing the song before, but it wouldn't come through. But it's a cute, catchy tune. So I asked Spirit, okay, so if we bust a move and we just go for it, what is showing up in our immediate surroundings, or what might happen? And the first card I pulled is from the Wisdom of the Hidden Realms. And this is a beautiful card. And it's called, if you see it here, it has Buddha and with a lotus flower sitting cross-legged. It's quite a beautiful card here. It's a number 2, and it's the High Lord of Gratitude and Service, selflessness, humility, conscious action. So for some of you, you may be called to be of service, and it could be through your spiritual journey. It could be through the opening of your spiritual gifts. It could be through volunteering to help others. However, it's coming out in your immediate physical world. What Spirit is saying, if you feel called to share your gifts, this is a time to bust a move. Okay, so you may have an opportunity coming to you. Maybe someone asks you to join them in supporting an organization, or for you to share your gifts with your community, your spiritual gifts with others. Maybe you're a healer, a shaman, a way shower, whatever that is for you. Spirit is saying time to step up and do an act of service today. Do something that is kind, or that gives something from you in your heart to others. But what's really going on kind of in the bigger picture, in the bigger scheme of things, and this is from the Shaman's Dream. I love this card. This is called the Eye of the Needle, intentionality. And if you look at this card, you see this needle, but you see the big eye. It's like the third eye, but it looks like a portal. And so if you look at this as a portal, we've been talking about keys and portals opening up. Not exactly sure what they mean, but many of us are seeing portals, seeing keys, whether they're physical keys like the old-fashioned ones, or seeing energetic keys. So at a higher level, Spirit says, okay, get out there and be of service. Go for it, bust a move. But perhaps from a spiritual perspective, we are going through the eye of the needle right now. And if we take that leap of faith and go through the eye of the needle with purpose and intentionality, we may be shocked and surprised at what's on the other side, because the messages of where this is going, in terms of the rest of the cards I just pulled, is around bringing in love. So that was the surprise for me. So first message was play bust a move. Second was, take the leap of faith. And if we walk through that eye of the needle and open up this portal to this greater 3-2-1 energy of just going for it, what's on the other side potentially? So the cards tell us the why that this is happening. And I pulled from the Light Seer's deck because we might be seeing a little message of love coming from someone. All right. If we are busting a move and going for it and letting our heart lead us, we may be receiving some sort of message. And it could be a text message from someone you haven't heard from in a while. It could be someone that you meet at a coffee shop that is a kind gesture. Maybe they buy you a cup of coffee. Something might be coming in a message that is about love. And I think Spirit is telling us if we open our eyes and we open this portal and go through it with this purpose and intentionality of taking action on our beliefs, taking action on our spiritual journey, and just going for it, not caring what anyone thinks, you may be attracting in some really beautiful energy because you are raising your vibration, you are expanding your knowledge, you're expanding the heart center. So the why this could be happening is that you, my friend, might be pulling in a new relationship. And I said, okay, so what's next? What's going on around this? And I pulled the World card. So many of us are closing out old cycles and ways of living. And the World card is the last of the major arcanas. And it signifies the closing of a cycle, a chapter in your life. And so perhaps you have had loss, whether it be in a relationship or you've had heartache from, the past that you want to close off. What Spirit is saying, it is time to close out any of that old hurt, that old relationship, and walk through the eye of the needle, this new portal, because on the other side, love is trying to find you. And you have to close the old to be able to bring in the new. And someone said this to me when I was hanging on to an old relationship because it was easy and I was giving them chance after chance after chance. And a guy said to me, every day that you spend holding on to this old energy in a relationship that you've even admitted to yourself is not working, you don't close that chapter to allow being open to the possibilities of new love. And so every day that you continue in this, you're perpetuating your own situation. And until you close that cycle, which is the world, you can't be open to this new energy and this new love that wants to find you. So someone out there needed to hear it. It's note to self. But if you are struggling with ending a relationship or making space for the new, the message very loud and clear today is, girl or boy, bust a move. It's time to close that cycle. And if we do that, the likely outcome is the sun. I keep pulling this card, and this is, you look at this woman that is connecting with the beauty and the energy of the sun, this beautiful light. And it's the most positive card in the deck. So Spirit is wanting to bring us new love, new relationships. And what we don't see coming, is the Two of Cups. And so for many of you, you may be attracting in a soulmate. You may be attracting in, it could be a twin flame, don't know. Or it could be a renewal of loving yourself, because loving self is the highest form of love that there is. And so for some of you, by jumping through the eye of the needle with purpose and intentionality, you may be raising your vibration to bring in the partner of a lifetime. And it was such a surprise because I had no idea what bust a move meant this morning. And when I started pulling the cards, I got really excited. So for some of you out there, if you jump through this hoop and you start with some sort of act of service, of kindness, of something from yourself to someone around you that is selfless, that is from the heart, you're going to start attracting this new energy. And by closing off this cycle, it's going to allow it to come in. So it's a love reading, and it's just a real beautiful set of cards with some just practical wisdom about how do we 3-2-1 and go. How do we have purpose and intentionality to bring in that new vibration of love that wants to find us? And again, if you're not looking for a relationship and this is about you, this is a perfect time to prioritize taking care of you, taking care of your needs, your health, your mental, emotional, and physical health, giving yourself permission to do nice things and to speak nice to yourself. All of us need to be kind to ourselves. And if it's only that, then that is a beautiful form of love. If you are bringing in a new relationship or you're open to that, 3, 2, 1, baby, let it go. Just go through the eye of that needle and see what this portal is going to bring you in terms of new love and new opportunity in a relationship. And then I pulled the last card from the Gaia deck this morning. Doesn't get any better. And the last message from Spirit was another message of love. It's called Moonlight. And again, I don't know if you can see the moon over the water with these beautiful trees, and you can see the light. It looks like lovers sitting and watching the moon. It's a 36 card, which reduces to a 9, which is all about closing cycles. So perhaps some of you needed to get a push about busting a move to close something off so that you could bring in this new. I'm going to read this to you. Moonlight says travel, romance, and potential. Romance is in the air. You will soon travel to somewhere special. A romantic evening leads you to discover a source of untapped and virtually unlimited potential. A simple yet inspirational idea comes to you and will have you look at life from a new perspective. Through this, you will create something new, something that will be of lasting value. Relax, unwind, and enjoy this time. This reflective light of the moon fills your heart with love and reveals a deep well of untapped creative possibilities. And so the affirmation that they have with this, and I'm going to read it because I need some affirmations today. I invite romance into my life. I look at things from a new perspective. My life is full of unlimited potential. Creative possibilities are all around me. Life is an endless source of inspiration. Wow. So if you are thinking about a new relationship or wanting to invite the new in, you got your message. So it's showtime, it's go time, it's 3, 2, 1. It is bust a move. Go back and listen to that song because it's quite hilarious. And the messages are very inspiring. Through acts of service and kindness, and by walking through this energetic portal, we may open ourselves up to this beautiful new relationship of love that perhaps we've always dreamed of. But in the least part, love of self is the highest form of love there is. So don't neglect yourself. Prioritize you, prioritize your own emotional, physical, and mental well-being. And that comes a first order. But by doing that, you raise your vibration even higher to bring in that special relationship that you've been looking for. So some of you, you might be traveling out in the world and you might see or meet someone. So pay attention as you are out about in the world, because Spirit is bringing a message that someone wants to come your way. So that's today's message. It's a little unusual, but Bust a Move took on a meaning of romance. Had no idea I was going to do that. But again, a pleasure to be with you. Join us tomorrow night at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And again, we're very grateful for your love and support. And this is the message for Wednesday the 30th. And hope that you find love. Take care.